first visit to Beijing, where else to make a special pilgrimage but to the eighth wonder of the world, the Great Wall of China.
Built, rebuilt and maintained since the 5th century BC, Great Wall of China is a series of stone and earthen fortifications. This part of the wall, regarded as the Ming Wall, was built in the 16th century to protect the northern borders of the Chinese Empire from the warring tribes from Mongolia.
Located 60 kilometres from Beijing, Juyongguan Pass has long been a military stronghold and garrison town. Situated in a valley surrounded by mountains and ringed by the wall, Juyongguan Pass is a well-trodden path to Beijing. As early as the Jin dynasty in 1200, it was named as one of the 8 most scenic spots near Beijing. During construction, the Great Wall drew heavily on local resources, including local stone in the mountain passes. A great army of manpower composed of soldiers, prisoners and local people were enlisted to build the wall, and it is said that over 2 million Chinese died during the centuries-long construction. World Heritage listed in 1987, the pass was not just a military stronghold, but also a beautiful scenic spot. Renovated in 1992 and in 2000, the valley is roughly circular with a perimeter of about 4 kilometres. High on the wall, it presents a beautiful picture through the haze of the surrounding hills and valleys dotted with lush trees. At its peak during the Ming dynasty, more than 1 million soldiers guarded the wall. The chief military officers were stationed in garrison towns, while lesser officials and soldiers were stationed at other smaller fortifications. 11 garrisons were set, like the one we see here, to guard the different precincts. The average height of the Ming Wall is about 10 metres, and the average width is about 4 metres. In low flat areas, the wall was higher and more defensive lines were added. In the mountains, the wall was a little lower in order to save the human and financial cost. Like a gigantic dragon winding up and down across deserts, grasslands, mountains and plateaus, the Great Wall stretches over 6,000 kilometres. It has an historical significance of more than 2,000 years, and it is still one of the most appealing attractions for visitors from around the world. During construction, the Great Wall drew heavily on local resources, including local stone in the mountain passes. A great army of manpower composed of soldiers, prisoners and local people were enlisted to build the wall, and it is said that over 2 million Chinese died during the centuries-long construction. Originally built in periods of Chinese history called the Spring, Autumn and Warring States periods, the wall was built as a defensive fortification by the then 3 separate states. The independent walls for the different states did not become the Great Wall until the Qing dynasty in 221 BC. Since then, the Great Wall has served as a monument of the Chinese nation throughout history. A visit to the Great Wall is like a tour through history backwards. It brings tourists great excitement in each exhausting step. As one of the 8 wonders of the world, the Great Wall of China has become the symbol of the Chinese nation and its culture.